Hello and welcome back to your favorite channel, Soft Signal. My name is Kunal Gaonkar, the host for today's. I won't say the host, but a true panelist. I would say today with Omkar and Shubham, and I'm also back to the show with a short little break of one video. And yeah, this is a double header week, and we got a double header today. Ruturaj Gaikwad with his maiden century, and now we have again double header that is between the RCB taking on the Punjab Kings and KKR against SRH. So the first match that is going to be between the Royals taking on the Kings. Yes, Royal Challengers Bangalore taking on the Punjab Kings. If you remember, the last match between these two teams was played. Harpreet Brar, he was the sensation of that match. Punjab Kings, they scored 179, out of which 91 were scored by the skipper KL Rahul, and he was in top class form in that match. And in the phase two, also, we have seen him in the top class form. Whereas RCB, they got stumbled upon 147. And as I said, Harpreet Brar, he took three wickets, the three crucial wickets of RCB, and the game was over. Punjab Kings won that magnificently, and it was a Harpreet Brar game. And the next match that is going to be between the Knights taking on the Sunrisers. Yes, Kolkata Knight Riders taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad, a team that is desperate for the win. You have to win both the matches. That is KKR, where SRH they are giving chance to their new youngsters and building a team for the next year's IPL. So the last match between these two teams was played. Nitish Rana he scored 80 runs and Rahul Tripathi he scored 53, and the KKR team managed to score 187 runs, which was a lot for SRH. Not a lot, but 10 more runs would have been the difference. Yes, SRH managed to score 177 runs, where Manish Pandey, the player that we thought was going to flourish for Team India, but he scored 61 runs, and Johnny Bairstow surprisingly came in the middle order after Manish Pandey and scored magnificent 55. Yet they lost the match, and KKR came up as the winning team. So for to discuss these two matches with us, we have our own panelists, the twin brothers Omkar Tawade and Shubham Tawade. So let's begin the our discussion with the first match, that is RCB against the Punjab Kings. So yeah, guys. So what are your thoughts on this encounter?
Yeah, Kunal, I will start with I will rephrase your introduction first. It's a match between RCBA versus RCB. I don't. Yeah, even the jerseys are similar. What else can I say? So, and they play similar kind of cricket. They make match more interesting for IPL fans. Yeah, and their matches are dangerous for heart heart disease person. So, so starting with the Kings 11 Punjab, sorry, Punjab Kings. Yeah, there is no 11 players playing for Punjab since now. So yeah, they rely mostly on KL Rahul and Mike Agarwal in the batting, and in bowling, Harpreet Brar is bowling beautifully. So I want to discuss about the KL Rahul batting. No doubt he's batting too well, but he is he doesn't have the ability to finish the games right now. You can see the last couple of matches. He was playing so well. He could have easily finished that game in the last over, second last over, but that didn't come. So what are your views about that?
Yeah, I think it's not a problem for KRL, but I think it's a problem in playing 11 of Punjab Kings. They don't have a player who can finish the game properly. Like we saw Shah Rukh Khan, who hit brilliant 22 runs of 10 balls. So he can do the job for them. But I guess Kumble is lacking behind his thought process. He could have bring Shah Rukh Khan much earlier in this season too, because he was playing brilliant in phase one, as we know. And I think Kumble is also missing the trick of playing Deepak Hooda in fifth or sixth position. I think he is not kind of player to play in that position. If he is in the playing 11, then he should bat at number 3 or 4. If he doesn't find that place, then keep him outside and bring one another player. So yeah, that's my thinking for the Punjab Kings.
Yeah, and Omkar, I would like to add on with the thing that you said. They both have a similar kind of playing. Yeah, so they both we don't opponents they don't have to play hard to get a win. वो खुद हार जाते हैं लास्ट के 5 ओवरों में, बाकी तो सिर्फ ओपोनेंट अपना 20 ओवर का कोटा डालते रहता है, 5 ओवर में पंजाब और रॉयल चैलेंजर्स में बस हो गया, अब हम हार जाएंगे. So that is all with these two teams,
Yeah.
and the management, as you said, Shubham. I think yes, they are lacking because you are including Fabian Allen into the team, uh, putting aside some exceptional bowlers like I think Harpreet Brar. He knows how to bat also. So in the last match, if one more wicket would have fallen, it was game over for Punjab Kings, as there was Fabian Allen who was going to come, who is much less as a batsman than Harpreet Brar. And Harpreet Brar, he's also great spinner. So I don't think they should make those changes at this crucial point of time, and they should back the players. So absolutely right with your uh, whatever the position you are saying about. And so the similar kind of problem we have seen in RCB also. A lot more changes they are changing on continuously. So the what is the mindset exactly of the skipper or the management, or how are they going to go into this? And they need one win, I guess, to get qualified for the playoffs.
There should be another betting app for these two teams, like to like to predict the number of changes they would have. Yeah. So yeah, like the problem for Punjab Kings will be like there is no Chris Gale now, and Nicholas Puran form is also a bit concerned. So I don't know how they will manage the middle order problem. So yeah, like do you have any solution for Punjab Kings middle order?
Yeah, for me, I think they have Borges Henriks in the in squad, so they can use him as for finishing the job. And yeah, that's the only change I want to say. And if possible, they can play Huda at number 4 and Borges at number 5. For RCB, I think De Villiers, we have not seen his innings yet. We we have seen him playing 360 shots, but in this second phase, haven't seen him play that kind of cricket. So that's a problem for me. And yeah, and apart from that, RCB's batting is doing pretty well, I think.
Yeah, so RCB
Yeah,
batting, it's all on Maxwell, I guess. The Maxwell is back in form. That puts Indian fans to be in the worrying position, since against Australia, it might be tough for us. But yeah, for RCB, it's like a great show. And as we mentioned earlier, he is happy playing for RCB, and he enjoys playing for RCB, unlike other teams he played for. So yeah, that's the point. And the new sensation, which they made a lot of changes for the number 3 spot, but now Bharat, he's proving his worth, and the way he's playing, it's glad to see the young talents coming into play, and at the crucial stage of the game. So did you guys imagine, or you predicted that he was going to be the number 3, as it was a problem for RCB?
Yeah, I was not hoping for Bharat to bat at a higher up the order, but I guess he is more talented batsman, and he's doing the job pretty well for RCB. And I think it's a nice competition for Rishabh in Indian team. Uh, so yeah.
Well, this is the beauty of Indian cricket. You can never rest, or you can never skip a practice. You have to be a step ahead of the competitions. We have seen Sanju Samson, or
Yeah.
even KL Rahul. He's the keeper, and if Rishabh Pant fails, KL Rahul automatically gets into that position, and batsman position gets into the place. So yeah, I mean, this is such a great treat to watch. Also, Harshal Patel, the bowling sensation for RCB. We saw in the second half of phase one where he was getting hit for sixes, and suddenly the break was so crucial for him. I think the that the break he practiced a lot, and he's back with the bang, and he's on the purple cap. And I don't think anyone is going to compete. Anyone is deserving for that spot. Is there anyone like? Do you have anyone else in the mind?
Yeah, man, Purple Patel is bowling very well right now, and like he's been magnificent in the death bowling especially, and that's that was the like a major concern for RCB in the previous edition, and he he is like his answer uh, of that question. So yeah, uh, like I want to ask about the like RCB team. Like, will they make any changes or they will play with same playing 11?
I don't think they'll make any changes. Virat Kohli has a tendency to go with the winning team only, so he'll go with the same team.
Yeah, yeah. For
And
Kunal question, I think if if any bowler could have given competition to Harsha Patel in terms of wicket, then I think it would have been Ravi Bishnoi. He has been taking wickets in every matches we have seen. He has been taking that 2-3 wickets. But I think management has not given that much faith in him, and so he had to miss that couple of matches after the start of the phase two of IPL. Yeah, so the only bowler which I
even
think,
like
yeah,
even RCB is like on the second no on the second spot, I guess.
yeah,
I hope Avesh Khan is not second. I guess,
yeah,
Yeah, Avish
but
Khan,
he'll be
I think he's the most underrated bowler. Harshal Patel,
yeah,
he is because purple cap, but Avish Khan, he is also bowling magnificently in this series.
yeah. It's it's
yeah,
a it's a good situation for Indian team.
Indian cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely,
So
absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
let's move towards our next match, that is SRH and KKR. So as we know that Mumbai Indians have lost the match, and doors are open for KKR to be in the playoffs. So yeah, I will start with Kunal. Kunal might be the happiest person on the planet right now. So go on, Kunal, please.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely right. I was dancing when Ashwin actually hit that ball for six to Kunal Pandya. I was actually hoping Pollard to ball that last over because he had one over left, and
Yeah,
it was strange decision from Rohit Sharma, gutsy decision. But again, Shreyas Iyer and Ashwin especially, they both played so brilliantly, and we have rarely seen this kind of partnership. Like when you have balls to runs to get, and mostly batsmen they want to finish the things in just like couple of hits and they get out. But that
Yeah,
was pure batting from strike rotation. Yeah, so yeah, for KKR, obviously, I think it's a happy choice, and since they are playing the table losers, I would say the IPL losers, I think they will be in more confident position. The last match also, I think it was KKR's game, and I I don't I am very disappointed with the umpiring in the last match since I thought it was a
yeah,
confident catch and it was a clear catch. So yeah, that one catch have actually costed the game, and it was a
yeah.
third umpire, and
The only person who believed that the catch was the catch was not taken was the third umpire.
yeah, absolutely right. I mean, all the commentators are just saying, "Tell me this is not a confident catch or a clear catch," and I'm like, "Come on, yeah, it's a catch. Just
yeah,
look at that." And the man who actually dropped the last catch was Rahul Tripathi himself. So what are we going to blame for? But again, yeah, KKR seems to be in a very good position with Venkatesh Iyer. He is proving him as a batsman, opening batsman, and now he is a bowler.
Yeah,
So
what an asset he has been for KKR. I think he's a great competition for a player like Hardik Pandya, uh, who uh, who has not a competition. We have seen Shivam Dube, we have seen Vijay Shankar, but they have been bowling not that much. But Venkatesh Iyer, he has been bowling in depth, he has been bowling in middle overs, and then batting at higher up the order. So he's a complete package that Indian team is looking for.
Eh, Yeah, that too is a great pace, man. He was uh, he was kicking at a great pace. And now to ask KKR, Morgan is not playing well. He also scored less, like 2 runs, I guess, in the last match. So, is there any concern in the KKR camp?
no, not at all. No concerns at all because they are winning games even if he is not scoring runs. And there will be a time. He is a great captain. So give him time. Even Dhoni is not scoring runs. No one is saying drop Dhoni and take someone else as a captain. So yes, he's a World Cup winning captain. Everyone's like Morgan's not scoring runs. Morgan's not scoring runs. So he'll score. I have faith in him. So yeah, and for Venkatesh Iyer, as Shubham you said, what I fear is the consistency. We
Yeah,
have seen Vijay Shankar in that spot. We have seen Shivam Dube for that spot. But what they lack was the consistency, and I think he wants to be more consistent. We have seen players get flourished in one season of the IPL, and very next season they are like dropped from the team. Even Warner, he is dropped
yeah.
from the team from SRH. He's not even included in the SRH 18-member squad that goes to the ground or even on the practice ground. So that is actually hurtful as a player to see to such a great player. What are your thoughts on SRH management or the way they are managing their former players, I would say, or the players that are?
I think that's the decision up to the management. I feel we should not look at the player side of players' point of view. We should also look at the management point of view. Yes, he is not performing that much. Um, I don't know SRH is going to back him in next season or not, but I believe if they back, he will going to perform for them. And yeah, for me, I'm quite upset about SRH youngsters because there are Priyam Garg, then we have Abhishek Sharma, then we have Abdul Samad. We have seen youngsters performing in the IPL for CSK, for Rajasthan. We have seen many of the matches, but for SRH, there has not been a single young player who has taken the charge that I will go and win the match for the team. So yeah, for me, that is quite an upsetting point.
Yeah, absolutely. Man. Yeah, Kunal. So, like they should give Priyanka, Abhishek Sharma more chance now. And but they say old is gold, and I feel they should give chance to Warner. Obviously, have help you to with the title also. So definitely they should back him, but I don't feel they will back him. And I don't know like who decision is that, like leaving Warner in hotel room. Uh, so I, I I don't think Lakshman will take a decision of leaving Warner in the hotel room. So yeah, I guess it is a decision from franchise.
Yeah, these two teams, as we are speaking about this, I just had a click that you mentioned Morgan is not in a great form, and he is not being among the orange cap holders, or he is not even the top scorer for KKR anytime. On the other hand, Warner, he's been performing so well for SRH till the last season. He's just not performed in this season. They have dropped him and they are treating him so harshly. Whereas on the other side, KKR, they are treating Morgan differently. Like they are backing Morgan. So these two are such contrast teams or the contrast management these players are, and how is this going to be? Like you mentioned, youngsters are not playing that great, but management instead they are backing the foreign players. They are saying the foreign players are only going to win us matches, whether it's Rashid, Warner, Best, or Jason Roy, Kane Williamson. So I think, don't you think it's a management's responsibility to back the youngsters much more than the foreign players?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely well said, Kunal. It's the management believes more on the foreign players for SRH. We get to know by the playing 11 they have. They could open with Priyam Garg, I feel. Priyam Garg is an excellent batsman. He and Jason Roy could open. Then you can add Warner as a one down. So they are missing that. They are putting the youngsters in the uh, middle order and putting a lot of pressure on them. So yeah.
Yeah, right, right. So do you expect any changes from SRH Omkar into this match?
Yeah, I would like Priyanka to back up the order. From the SRH point of view, time to go on the change, and from KKR point of view, no. If the you know what I will say. If captaincy is being led from the outside, then Morgan can sit. No,
Yeah.
no,
So
no. I'm
on
kidding,
that
man. I'm
point,
kidding.
on that point, I today I heard the commentators say that the ball that Nathan Coulton had bowled to Shreyas Iyer, that was a slower short pitch ball, and Shreyas Iyer just shot it for the boundary, and that was the time when commentators were actually saying you cannot you if you know you are going to bowl a slower bouncer, then why you want a deep mid wicket inside the circle and have a third man out on the boundary rope? So for that one delivery, you can just have a deep mid wicket and bring the third man inside the circle. So that was the time when they referred to that. That's what KKR is brilliant at. They know those might be the numbers. Uh, Asking the bowlers to bowl those deliveries. Like for example, number three might be for
Oh,
a slower delivery, or number four might be
oh,
for a full length, or that might be the deliveries they are actually suggesting for the bowlers and not for the captain. No, the captain might be changing the bowlers, but the deliveries, the analytics or the coaching staff are suggesting you might bowl a slower one and you can keep the fielders as that. So yeah, I think they have cracked it, but they are not 100% sure on that. We'll have to see in today's match if I we should listen to those commentaries more much often. Also, I would like one change. I don't want the third umpire in the position. Seriously.
ideal change for KKR.
That's the ideal change for KKR. Right? Yeah, in SRH, I want Priyam Garg to open with Jason Roy, and then if you can add Ridhaman Shah at number 3, I'm fine with it. And you need to bat Abdul Samad at number 4 or number 5, not below that. Yeah, that's the only change I want.
Yeah, right, right. So as we are speaking, we are witnessing a much of a cracker game. Today is the second game. We saw what a high scoring match it was. Ruturaj, guys, he scored what a fabulous century on the last ball. Like he faced the first ball with a boundary. I saw him, and it was a superb delivery from Akash. It was an in swinger, and Ruturaj Gaikwad just was like, "Aaj to mera hi din hai." He hit for a boundary, and the
Yeah.
last ball of the innings, he hit for a six. So what a great guy he was, and also the second match now as we are shooting, it's like 8 overs, 101 for 2 wickets just. So our Rajasthan are not backing out. Let's enjoy the game
Uh,
after this video. So yes, guys, this was the end of this episode. I hope you like what we do. So please like that button, share it with your cricket fans, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and for daily news about the cricketing world and daily updates about cricket, sports, Dream 11 teams, and etc. So yeah, follow us. And if you want to be on this video, just ping us on Instagram, mail us on our Instagram, and we'll revert back to you guys. So yes, stay safe, wear your mask, use sanitizer, maintain social distancing. Yeah, Omkar, today I don't have a mask in front of me, so don't be wearing it. So cheers, guys.